Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy, whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below, to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And for starters, I'm seeing a pendulum swing. And I'm not particularly sure why I'm seeing this imagery ahead of this reading, but I would like to dive into the stones to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team. And they're bringing attention to the fact that you are a conduit, a messenger between two worlds. But not only that, what I'm seeing here is they're bringing attention to your position right now. And you're a leader on the cutting edge, a trendsetter, someone that is on the outskirts, but still connected with the people energetically. And something about what you're doing is making you a martyr. It's almost as if your energy is so heightened and so elevated. The people around you are benefiting from your frequential vibration, but they don't know what's hidden behind the spiritual work that you are doing. But they're greatly impacted by it, not just the community, but the consciousness. And it's like you're standing alone in this regard, but you're still connected. Very interesting. And the way the stones are falling here are showing to me that your energy is being used in very specific ways for a unique purpose. There's 3 key areas here that are impacting your community, and I can see that. And one way that your energy is impacting community is your ability to critically think. The way you're connected with people, or when you connect with people, there's something innate within you that triggers the problem solver, that triggers your mind, triggers your energy to activate itself, as if you've got a new case, figuring out the wonders and the mysteries. And this is your gift, this is your medicine, because the medicine stone is showing up here. Some of you may be in a field where you're an investigator, someone that has to solve problems, case management, something around this sphere that you are very skilled at. And this is a unique area, a specific area of interest for you, and you will be successful. You will be seen as a master in this arena. But for you, it comes like it's nothing. It's a quiet skill. And it is meant for the community. It is meant to get down to the bottom of things. Even the most complex of issues come out when you show up. Your energy pulls out all the riddles, all the puzzles that turns in people's mind. And it's because you have a level of trust in your skill set and your ability to figure out the problems, to figure out the issues. Nothing is really ever hidden from a person like you. Even when you don't search for an answer, it's like some things just come to you when you're not even asking for it, when you're not even looking for it. Because the subtleness of your gift is permeating throughout your energy. It's like it's calibrated. You're calibrated in this way. You're not doing anything outside of yourself. But when you focus in your attention to solve it, you get to the answer very quickly. That is one area that your higher energy are bringing attention to in the midst of your role in the community. And the second area is speaking about your protection. You may be a person that tends to offer protection for people, an activist, a spokesperson on behalf of others, speaking up for people who may not have the capacity to speak up for themselves. I'm seeing an advocate here. And you have no problems doing that. And not only that, you quite get the energetic rush when you see people being bullied, when you see things that are not in the appropriate space. You want to take action. You want to take a leap to fix or to solve whatever issue it is in order to grant that energy a certain degree of protection. That's one message that I'm seeing here. And the other message that I'm seeing is that due to your role in your position is granting you a level of spiritual protection from the higher energy. It's as if they know who you are and what you're doing and what your energy is about. And in order for you to fulfill your spiritual duties, you need some degree of protection in this way. And they're honoring you as you walk forth and step forth in your mission, being there for others in the most authentic way. Even in that, they're saying you're still in need of protection. There's something about your energy when it comes in contact with people that sometimes triggers the energies around you. You can be as loving and as gentle and as caring. It doesn't matter. Something about your energy disrupts the order of things. Your authentic nature, your willingness to take action, to be involved, to help, to contribute, bothers people for some reason. And it's because you can see past the nonsense. You can see past the energetic vibration of the current consciousness, giving you the ability to skip past the low-level energies. Sometimes the energies around you gets intense and it lowers you. It may make you want to engage just to solve the problems or the riddles. But when the energies or the emotions get too high, you kind of get out of there. Because you can see the lower energies are conjuring up itself to deflect or to push out the light. That's what's going on here. But it doesn't dim your light. It actually makes you want to shine even brighter. Because there's something that fuels you. There's something in this knowing that you're protected. Your spirit knows it. Because even in all the gauntlets and the hurdles that you've gone through in life, you know that it was something much higher granting you the protection to get through it. And this is what's revitalizing you to keep going, to stay a part of community, to stay inside of your purpose, because it comes with a purpose. Wow, very complex message there in the stones. And the third message that I'm seeing in relationship to your spirit guides bringing attention to your role in the community has to do with your connectivity to the other world, your access that only you know that you have. There's something in the energetic thread that sinks you in to unlocking the door to the other world, like the Chronicles of Narnia, taking you deep down into the spiritual realm, giving you access to a certain level of creativity. You see, in those type of movies, you will often see characters that are abnormal, doing very unique things in real time. The way you bypass or energetically shift yourself throughout energies allow you to be creative. This is what's tapping you to your otherworldly energy, going from one dimension to the next, going from one astrological plane to the next, seeing into other energetic beings and bodies. I know this is very large. Connecting you to the animal kingdom in a way that always excites your spirit. But this insight allows you to cut open a thread within the paradigm that you live in, opening the door for an alternative life, opening the door for the possibility of something more to be created. You're the type of person that fuels people's wildest dreams, letting them know that it is indeed possible, letting them know that what they're feeling, what they're thinking is not crazy at all. There is some degree of solace and connectivity, not only that you're having with the other world, you're also bridging the gap that is wide between the paradigm that you live in and the other world. And the reason why it's so wide is due to a certain level of thinking, the education around mysticism, the education and the knowledge around otherworldly beings and otherworldly possibilities is often shunned as taboo, is often hidden in the corners. But for you, this is reality. And anything is possible here, because you know there is something in the story that is still healing. People narrating their wildest dreams, people narrating all these complex situations that are showing up in their world. And when they tell you, you look at them and you nod and say, wow, that's very interesting. You know, I had such and such and such. There is a camaraderie here when they get to talk about these things. You're probably one of the only peoples in their world where they can convey this otherworldly energy to, and you ignite them, you fire them up, and you blaze them to let them know, keep going, keep writing, keep telling your story, because you are not alone. This is how complex your energy is, and this is how unique it is and what it is doing for the community and the consciousness, opening up 3 different levels of energies so that the masses have outlets, avenues that they can connect with you through. It's so many people, but if they fall in either of these categories, you will make contact with them. And not only that, you will be able to elevate them, ascend them, help them rise above. Truly remarkable what you're doing and who you are by way of your energy alone. But oh, this pendulum is coming up here. Yes, yes, yes. I was seeing the pendulum swing, but the way the stones are falling is in a U-like shape, like the swinging of a pendulum. And this may be what you're feeling on the day-to-day energy that's flowing through the cosmos right now. Like you're swinging in and out of consciousness, swinging in and out of different social groups or social settings, like you don't have solid ground to walk on, but you're still doing wonders energetically, moving in and out of all these different energies. But on the top level that the pendulum is swinging on to the right has to do with your work in the community and the mineral, and that is what we just processed. But the other way that is swinging is inside of the waters, what you're healing. There's something about you being on the cutting edge of the community and being lifted and elevated as a leader. But behind the shadows, behind the curtain, behind the other side of the veil is you healing a lot of different things within yourself. This is what they're not seeing. This is what the community is not seeing. They're seeing the outer work. But because you're always in contact with people, you always have to go through a healing phase, a healing cycle, due to the complexity of your energy. And your second ancestor stone is kicking in here in the waters, speaking to your healing process. But there's also 3 stones here in the water that they're bringing attention to. And it is your earth stone, your wisdom stone, and your purpose, your life's work. This may be an energetic container of what you're focused on as you channel in your energy. This healing isn't about you healing past pain or healing past trauma. That's not what I'm seeing. This healing has to do with more about cleansing your energy so you can stay focused on these key areas. You're up to date in terms of your healing process. This is more so having to do with you staying up to date, preventative measures to wash away all of these energies that you get in contact with so you can stay focused on the higher mission, so you can stay on the cutting edge of the consciousness. focusing in on your identity, who you are, and why you're doing the type of healing that you're doing, focusing in on the healing work that you're doing and the wisdom that you're gaining throughout all of this. You're gaining knowledge every single day on different energetic levels. Some days it's happening to your conscious mind. Some days it's happening through your chakras. Some days it's just about your personal self. But you're gaining insight every single day. But what I will do, I would like to pull some cards to get a little bit of insight of what's going on with these clusters of stones here. And in reference to these clusters of stones, the cards that came out were flame, proper guidance, high frequency, and neglected. And what I'm downloading here is that there is a flame within inside of you that always stays lit. It's always burning. You're always fueled. You're always activated in one way or the other. But your activation now is more consolidated. You're learning to focus in on your energy to produce the highest version of what you can be. It's as if you're focusing in on your energy to maximize all of your energy, to focus in on things that are more important to your current life. It's like you're finally grounding yourself in the present, or trying to. Because it is the proper guidance that is surrounding who you are, that is giving you insight to what you're doing and what you have neglected. It's like your vision is being much more clear as to why you were born here and what you were called to do. And even in this process of you washing through all of these energies and focusing in your attention on yourself and for yourself, this may have been the first time where you've been up to date on your healing journey. You're taking preventative measures now, seeing the missteps that you have taken in your past, and you're refusing to neglect yourself in this way again. You're keen to your mishaps, your shortcomings, and the areas where you fell short. And you're not beating yourself up about it. You're realizing you're still human. You're going to come with flaws. You're not going to be 100%, even though you're highly spiritual, even though you're on the cutting edge. This is you being responsible with your energy, and also recognizing you're still a human with a large purpose. You're humanizing yourself and not putting so much weight as if you have to save the world. No, you're realizing I have to save myself first. And this is segueing you to your high frequency. This is about you gaining a certain level of wisdom, mastering your energetic frequency, which is giving you a different level of insight of how to care for yourself and how to honor yourself in the proper way. And this is what you need. As this pendulum swings, you're doing the right thing for yourself. You're making the right call on both areas, on both arenas, because you have so many components to you. And in order for you to be on your top game on all of these levels, you're realizing self comes first. Self comes first. That's your wisdom. That's the wisdom that you're gaining, and the energies are flowing through you in abundance. This is what's allowing you to be seen in a way like you're relatable, like people can understand you on the ground level because you've learned to understand yourself on the ground level. This is a transfer of wisdom because you've learned to fulfill this level of insight for yourself. This isn't something you're getting from a manual. This isn't something you're getting from a book. This is something you're getting from your energetic body. You're reading your own energy. You're listening to your gut. If you need to rest, you will rest. You're not putting all this weight and pressure on yourself because the weight and the pressure are from the people around you. but you're not even feeling it due to this hub of energy that you're creating, opening up the door for you to bypass feeling all these heaviness from the people around you. It's like you're skating to the left, though you know it's there, but you're not on duty right now. You're not clocking in for it. You're learning that you have the ability to clock in and out. You don't have to stay on call 24/7. No, I need my rest. I need to get a cup of joe. And what this is doing is fortifying your relationships, deepening your relationship with yourself first, one. And two, is also deepening your relationships. I can see a romantic relationship here that is cutting off to the side. Some of you may have a desire for partnership. And as you know, I do not specialize in twin flame readings or relationship readings. However, when they do show up on the spread, I talk about them. Both of your personal relationship rings are coming out now. You see, when you focus on yourself, when you do the work and you start to see what your body is desiring, what your spirit is yearning for, I can see that some of you are yearning for a romantic relationship. And the doorway is opening for that. What I'm seeing is some of you may have exited a relationship dynamic where you saw the highest possibility for it. You saw the potential outcome for this relationship, but something fell through the cracks here. It went belly up. Jesus Christ. But something here in the stones is revealing that there is an opportunity for you to jump back on this timeline with this person. This is very interesting, but this is due to you focus in on your energy, taking care of yourself, pouring into yourself. And I will pull some cards just to get a little bit of insight on this relationship dynamic. Please bear with me. What is this personal relationship ring about for the collective? And in terms of this personal relationship ring, the cards that came out were noticing changes, layers, exchange in energetic currency, and cascade. And what I'm downloading here is that this situation that some of you may have experienced started out falling short of the glory because you started noticing changes, noticing shifts in their patterns, their routines. Something here was energetically off balance and you picked up on it. And you may have called it out. You may have spoke up about it. Something here where there was an exchange in words. And I don't mean an argument, but it was a back and forth, making you guys realize you weren't on the same page and you may have called it quits. But now the tides are turning. Now the cascade is ripping through the energetic current, shifting you all due to what you both have gone through. I can see you guys both going through great awakenings, going through really tumultuous energies in your separation. You guys both have grown. You both changed. And you're starting to realize that you were indeed more on each other's side. You were more there for each other than you have given credit to before. And you started to see that in your separation due to your challenges that you were going through. Because what has happened is that the challenges and the tumultuous situations that you have gone through separately has pulled your wigs back. And the layers have been unveiled, ripping past your egos, ripping past your fixation on what a relationship should be. All that now is null and void, putting you on a different energetic frequency, on an energetic timeline where you both are headed. And there is a potential for this reunification process. But it's all on your free will. And, don't take my word for absolute fact. But this is what I'm seeing in the cards. This is what I'm seeing in the stones for some of you. There is a potential here and it will elevate you. It will be like two people joining together as leaders, working for the community, because it's on this pendulum. And if you're on this wave too, for sure, they're on this same wavelength as well. Because it wouldn't show up in the stones if it wasn't the case. And I'm sorry this energetic thread shifted off here, but that's what I'm seeing here in the stones. Oh, wow. Very large message. Thank you guys for being here with me in tonight's healing circle. I know that message may not resonate with everyone, but if it sits in your spirit, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to pull just a few more cards. I know I'm well past my margins, but I want to see what other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with you all before I get out of here. What other messages the higher energy would like for me to briefly convey with the collective. And the cards that came out were Feel It in Your Heart, Reaffirming Who You Are, and Gifts. And what I'm downloading here, you're finally entering into a phase where you can wear your heart on your sleeve, where your heart can be at the forefront of your world. Before, you may have been guarded or protective of your heart, safeguarding your feelings, because you are the type of person that loves very deeply. You care a lot. I can see you as a very loyal person. But this should not have been shunned or something you should be ashamed of. This is merely reaffirming who you are, and your heart is your gift. It is your heart that has been guiding you all along, like a beaming light, elevating you, expanding you, giving you the capacity to have grace and to care for not only people, but for this planet. There is something here that is connected to your heart that is shining your light, your brilliance to the world, radiating the very frequency of Mother Earth. You're a beaming light for others to follow, so that they have direction and guidance and a place where they belong. And you welcome them with open arms, with care and consideration. This is your gift, and it has been mistaken and taken advantage of, but you're entering into an era where you can let your light shine finally. Wow, very loving and heartfelt message. Great way to close out this healing circle. Thank you all for being here and joining me tonight. With that being said, I'm going to come down and close out tonight's healing circle from all these very powerful messages, and I will see you all at the next.